pleasure to commentate on it. Well, that was an early chance. And played for one of the colours. No intention of going into baulk there. And because he didn't play it down towards the baulk area, he's left an early chance for Neil Robertson. Little testers, these, early doors.
Robertson's first match here was very different to last evening. He was taken the distance by Graham Dott, who of course he beat for his World Championship title back in 2010. It was a real battle. Very a tough draw so early in the event, but maybe that's get into a high gear early. Certainly showed that last evening. And of course returning to his best form at the English Open. Tremendous performance. He wasn't troubled all the way to the final and didn't look likely to be troubled in the final. Was 8-2 up against Wu Yize, who launched that tremendous fight back to 8-7, but Robertson didn't panic, got the job done. Lyons' potting, particularly from distance, was one of his win over Mark Allen. Went for a long one at the start of this frame.
$17. 24.
Yes, went for that long pot and didn't really get near it, and that's why Robertson's scoring. Well, he could have played for the blue there, but decided to play for the black.
25.
And this is his fourth black. Now, is he on one? Where's that red going? Wow, how did it stay out? He breathes a real sigh of relief there. And of course, if it dropped in now, it would come back out. Only gets about 3 seconds to decide whether to drop.
I think Robertson thought this was in.
Well, me along with him. Chose to leave the long blue. So the first real test in this mini break passed.
The old confidence in Robertson's back. He went 2.5 years without winning a ranking title, having been a serial winner prior to that, of course. But he described his preparations ahead of this season as a total reset. And clearly it's already paying off for him.
Well, he could afford to play for the red directly above the black and to the left. And if he's not quite on it, he's on the red to the middle. Also got the red to the left corner that he could play for. So he's got choices. Chose to play for this red to the right corner.
46. 47.
Still got the option of that red just above the black to the right.
$54.
No.
$55.
Yeah, it would have been nice to get a little cannon there, but
62.
well, can he get through to this red? If he can play down for one of the baulk colours, and then with the red over the middle, that's all he'd need. He can get to the black.
63.
Well, it's a good start, this, isn't it, from
70.
Neil Robertson? Needed one chance. He did rattle his opening red, and he rattled the blue, but they both went in.
71.
And that red that he's just potted could have scuppered him, but it ensures that Ollie Lyons is at the snooker's required stage. He's going to have to attack this evening, Ollie. That's his strength. Very, very good potter, but equally he knows if he doesn't get them, Robertson is back in the mood to punish, as he's done here.
Yeah, he tried to miss the pink there. Just catch the red, send it towards the right corner.
76.
So, 2 snookers required. I'll make that 3. But he'll want to keep Oliver Lyons quiet to give him any table time. So, yeah, play a good safety here. Well, I'm surprised he played that shot, actually,
Robertson,
because
76.
Oliver Lyons can come back to the table and get the feel.
A fluent break of 76, which puts him very much the favourite to win this frame, but it is a chance for Lyons, who's only had that one attempt at the long red to get the pace of the table. British Open run was a landmark for Lyons, his first ranking semi-final appearance. It didn't go to plan, of course. He was heavily beaten by John Higgins and by his own admission was affected by the gravity of the occasion, but now he's got that experience under his belt. He'll be better equipped the next time around, and who knows, it could be this week.
$7. $12. 13. 18. 19. 26.
Yeah, and he's put the red next to the yellow with every chance of a free ball. So he'll try not to leave a free ball, obviously. So if he does miss the red, he should be snookered again the next shot. Excellent shot. But should be snookered again. Needs a big bounce. And that, again, very good snooker.
Four of them required, so it's a tall order, to put it mildly, but there's always that spectre of a free ball, which can change things.
Yeah, and when you put the red next to a colour, you've got every chance of a free ball. And as I say, if he misses it, he's snookered again. Good effort, but he should be snookered again here.
Oliver lines 4.
And this time he doesn't get the snooker. Just a little bit too much screw on the cue ball. That's a good shot from Neil Robertson, pushing the green to the cushion. The snooker a bonus. Had Neil played the safety of the 76, I don't think Oliver Lines would have come back to the table.
He has a greater thirst, perhaps, than anyone else on the tour, Robertson, for centuries. Of course, he was the first to make 100 in one season. Only Judd Trump has matched that feat. He's made 15 so far this, and he's got his eyes on becoming the fourth player after Higgins and Trump to make 1,000 for his career. 954 at the moment.
And that's another snooker.
Oliver lines 4.
And you just get the feeling that Neil Robertson has brought this on himself. No, didn't want the double kiss.
.42 the difference, 35 on. He's got 2 of the 4 he needs. He's also become adjusted to the table. So even if he does lose this frame, which seems highly likely now, at least he has got a feel for things. But Robertson, if he can slot this red in, will belatedly be 1-0 up. And it was a nice break of 76. You could see the irritation in Robertson when he didn't land on one to continue and make the century. And Ollie Lyons threatening to make things uncomfortable there, but 4 snookers, though not unprecedented, as we know, is pretty rare.
6. Nine. 13. 18. 24. 21.
Neil Robertson clears the colours, but it was the break of 76 which did most of the damage, and he leads Oliver Lyons 1-0.
Thank you. Second frame, Oliver Lyons to break.
The evening that will complete the quarter-final lineup here at the Northern Ireland Open. Oliver Lyons breaking off in frame 2. He took on a long red at the start of the first. Neil Robertson took advantage of his miss with a break of 76. That effectively won him the frame. Robertson, who won the Scottish Open in 2017, the Welsh in 2019, and the English 3 years ago, and of course just a couple of weeks ago. So this one, the only Home Nations event missing from his collection. So Robertson's turn to miss one from distance and give Lyons the chance for an immediate riposte. I can tell you that Elliot Slessor's taken the first frame against Lei Pei Fan, appearing in his first round of 16 in a ranking event. Slessor going for a sixth quarter final. You can watch that on Plus. Down to just the two tables now.
So a chance to try and hit straight back. I don't think the black will go. We'll soon find out. No, there's confirmation the black won't go. The red next to it may, at some stage, may be able to play for that.
Thank you. 7.
Would have been nice just to catch that red next to the black. I think that's what he played, but knowing he was going to be on the blue if he missed it. He wasn't far away. Delicate little shot.
Looking for his fifth win this week here in Belfast. His two qualifying matches held back to this venue because they clash with his run to the semi-finals of the British Open. He beat Joshua Cooper, and then an excellent win over Ricky Walden, and then Wu Yiza, the English Open runner-up, before that terrific performance against Mark Allen. Oh, but he'll be disappointed to miss that, and he's left it.
Yeah, very unfortunate to have caught the yellow full ball, but once you miss the red, you've no idea what's going to happen. So Neil Robertson in with a chance, and I think that red next to the black may go. If it doesn't, he'll be thinking about going into the reds, and he's got the option of doing that from the brown. Got to get close to the middle pocket here. Well, he certainly didn't play that. Holds his hands up.
5.
Very, very fortunate. He got too close to the middle pocket, nearly went in off. But what a fortunate kiss.
It was, but it was a chance that Robertson really shouldn't have had. It was, by rest standards, not that difficult a red that Lyons missed. Missed a couple with the rest, actually, against Mark Allen.
Got a decision to make here. Does he play for that red next to the black? Or does he go into the reds? This is all about his choice. No correct shot. Both correct if they work out. And that hasn't worked out.
11.
Relief, Ollie, that mistake doesn't look like being overly expensive. Not in terms of a big break from Robertson anyway. Of course, it denied him the chance to make something sizable.
Robertson, 11.
Yeah, good pace on the cue ball there. Covering the red. That's close to that right middle. And because the black doesn't go, I don't think there's any value in taking this red onto the left corner. That moved the danger red, and he's covered the easy red over the corner. Maybe a little fortunate there. But he played to move them both.
Foul.
Yeah, he just caught it a little bit too thin. Was trying to catch the red a little bit thick to leave it in the jaws of the pocket, but caught it too thin, and he's even left the red on. Oh, well, that used all the pocket, and that's why he's lost the cue ball.
1.
Very nearly missed the red.
And Robertson 1.
Again, Ollie Lyons guilty of leaving the opportunity for Neil Robertson.
Yeah, at the moment it's an awkward table though, isn't it? It's got the green available down this end, also got the pink. The red next to the black may go. It's all in the future, but, you know, for now, he's got an easy starter. Tremendous cue power.
One.
Tremendous cue power. Could have done with a little bit more in it. But a nice angle on the blue to come down for that red next to the black, if it's available.
To a man, the players have been praising the conditions this week in Belfast, saying the tables are playing beautifully.
A little bit of right-hand side on the cue ball, just to check it away from the cushion. And he's played that well. Doesn't have to play for the black this time round. In fact, he can't. But he can play for the pink if indeed the red goes. He could, at a pinch, try and play for the black coming back across the table, but that's risky.
7.
Aside from adding this title to his CV to become the first player to win all 4 in the home nations, Robertson, he's got his eye on being a seed for the upcoming UK Championship. The cut-off for that is the International Championship in Nanjing here on Eurosport next month. And he is well placed in that regard to make it happen, but every point
13.
will be greatly appreciated.
14.
So he could play a cannon to the loose red here, or he could go into them. Just the loose red. Now has he caught it thick enough?
21.
It was a poor safety from Oliver Lyons. That's allowed Neil Robertson in with this break. This game playing at a much faster pace than what he did when he played Mark Allen. And if he's on the red to the right middle, that could be end of frame.
29.
Yes, it's fair to say that Allen was well below his best in that match, but that takes nothing away from how well Lyons played. But tonight, he may well have to find an extra gear if he's to subdue Robertson, who started very promisingly.
He's only 32 in front at the moment. So that's why he's looking for those two reds closest together to see if he can land on one of those two. Now, if he can leave the cue ball where the pink is, the red could be on. He doesn't have to play for those two reds. He's got the other one available next to it. He'd have to practically hold the pink spot here. Which he has done. And of course, if he pots this one, it releases the other one.
36.
Not too bothered about the pink going down the other end of the table.
37.
He's worked these out very nicely, Robertson. He's taken his time, and now he's getting himself into a position to kill the frame off. He has had a couple of early exits since winning the English Open.
44.
Lost to Rory Thor at the British Open and Jackson Page in Wuhan, where he was some way off his best.
45.
He's also talked about a technical glitch that his father Ian actually spotted during the English Open final, which he was at the venue to watch, which he's been working on, and he says that he's excited about the difference that's made. So everything looking pretty rosy in
52.
Robertson's garden at the moment.
And that was frame ball. He's just checking, but that black was frame ball. This red to make sure.
$53.
So he's made Oliver Lyons pay the price for that loose safety that he got, that he played.
Pot success of 96% so far, 49 out of 51. And one of those was when the frame was dead in any case, so this is a strong start from Robertson, picking up where he left off last night when he was all-conquering against Wang Yushen, winning in under an hour.
Yeah, just nudging the red into a potting position. What a good shot that was. Okay, the frame's over, but still, very good shot.
55.
Thinking of playing the green in off the black.
65 and frame from Robertson.
A well-constructed break of 65 from Neil Robertson. Ollie Lyons punished for leaving him a red into the right corner. Robertson 2-0 up. So we'll reflect on what's happened so far this evening, and it's been a case, Joe, of Robertson punishing his opponent's mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, he did nearly miss that red, that opening red. Robertson went off the far jaw, but into the reds here and splitting them very nicely. Nearly knocked the red into the middle, but it hung on the lip. And then all he could do with this red was just roll it in and play a difficult blue. Had to get it with the red sitting over the middle. This was one of the snookers that he missed. At that stage, he needed another 3. And that was Oliver Lyons' final shot in that frame, which moved us into frame 2. And it was another safety shot from Oliver Lyons that allowed Neil in for this nice break of 65. Showing tremendous cue power there. Screwing the cue ball back towards the blue. Played a beautiful positional shot from the blue to red. The red next to the black was available. Lots of check side on the white ball to bring it down for that red. And couldn't have played it much better.
And prior to this, of course, Lyons had had a chance, Joe, with the red into the yellow pocket from short range with the rest, which didn't cost him in terms of Robertson making a break at the time, but of course it did cost him the chance to make some himself. So we'll go over to table 2. Robertson 2-0 up on table 1, and Elliot Slesser pretty close to going 2-0 up next door against Lei Pei Fan. Breaking new ground, of course, Lei. This is his first round of 16 in a ranking event. Elliot Slesser, who's been in 3 ranking semi-finals, including this tournament back in 2017. And hoping for a 6th quarter-final appearance, and at the moment he's going well in that regard. It's on Discovery Plus and Max. Breaks of 65 in the previous frame. 76 and 31
Neil Robertson to break.
in the first have put Robertson well and truly on top early in this match. Ollie Lyons hasn't really had a chance to gain any traction as yet. His solitary win over Robertson in their previous 7 meetings did come over this best of 7 frame distance. That was the WST Classic in Leicester last year, which he won in a decider. But Robertson's in a different headspace now than he was then. Back amongst the ranking event winners again. Feeling a whole lot better about his game, a lot more positive.
Yeah, excellent safety. Finding the line perfectly. And this isn't straightforward. It's easy enough to hit a red for sure. I'd suggest coming off the left side. The red's just below the pink. The black stopping any reds going into the left corner. And played it well.
Confirmation that Elliot Slesser has taken a 2-0 lead next door.
He doesn't want to leave a touching ball, and that's exactly what he's done.
The winner of this will play Pang Jung-ju, who knocked out Martin O'Donnell without dropping a frame earlier.
could be a red available to the right corner. Just caught that red a little bit too thin. And there it is. So a chance for Oliver Lyons. Ah, I thought it was in. But he's got second prize. I don't think he's left anything easy.
They were going in against Mark Allen. He was very good from long range. But he's been rather shut out so far in this match. Yes, he got that knockabout at the end of the first frame when it was effectively over. Needed 4 snookers, got 2 of them, but what he needs is an easy starter, really. But Robertson, of course, equally determined not to give him one.
Yeah, big target here, the yellow and brown. I'd be surprised if it didn't get close to the snooker here. It's a good shot, not quite a snooker. He's pushed a red to the right side cushion. And that's the one that he can play safe off. Lots of left-hand side on the cue ball. Number 1, to avoid the reds. And number 2, to get it into a position where it's tough for Oliver Lyons. The black over the left corner, causing a problem for both players. Another good safety. And this time, something to think about, Neil Robertson. Not quite so simple to get the cue ball back down to the balk area. Well, his main concentration was to get the cue ball back to the balk area, which is done, but didn't get anywhere near the pot. Now, should he take this red on? It's fraught with danger, this. There's no hiding place. These have to go in. Oh, and again, he got so close. He doesn't want the kiss. He did not want the kiss there. And he's left a chance for Neil Robertson. And the reds are nicely spread. He's been so close, Oliver Lyons, with those long pots. Yeah, could have done without the kiss. Now he's going to be left with a very difficult blue if he decides to take it on.
Ronnie O'Sullivan is among those who thinks Neil Robertson is the best long potter of all time. That was very difficult, even for him. Didn't hold back in taking it on, though.
Yeah, he didn't really play for the red either, though, did he? Making contact with the red. It wasn't smooth. There was lots of nerves attached to that shot. He could so easily have played for the red.
But nothing left for Lyons, and that's the frustration for Ollie at the moment, that he's not getting a straightforward in, the chance to really get some rhythm in his cueing arm.
Yeah, he's in a little bit of bother here. I think he's trying to hit the middle of these three reds, or at least the end one. Well, he wasn't even close, was he?
Miss.
He got so close. He got closer to hitting the black there.
May I? Thank you.
Yeah, he came close to hitting the black.
All right. Thank you.
I thought he was going to land up to those three reds, and he landed up to the middle one. It was safe. So second attempt at the two-cushion escape. Yep. He caught the wrong ones, so a chance.
This is what Ollie Lyons has been waiting for. He had that chance early in frame two, missed with the rest into the yellow pocket. What can he do with this opportunity? Had to wait a long time.
One.
Wow, would you believe it? He's covered the black. Nowhere forward there.
Brammel. Oliver Lyons, one.
Well, he's got a very good cue ball. Delighted with that. That's got him out of trouble. And he was in a lot of trouble there.
frame now, 15 minutes old.
He's thinking about taking the red on next to the pink. There could be a path back to the baulk area from that red. The red to the middle, very difficult. This is the one.
Once again, Robertson taking his time to decide his best strategy.
He's in trouble. No doubt about that. How's it missed everything? So, Oliver Lines with another chance. He can't believe that that red has gone through all those other reds, all those other colours.
One.
Well, normally a right-handed player would play the green and then the black. But he would need the rest on the green. Don't blame him for going for the black. Get this out of the way. And if he lands on a red, I think he's held the black spot. And that's a little fortunate. An inch harder, and he wasn't on anything. The black would have respotted. So make the most now.
Nine.
Going to need the rest again, and he's missed with the rest already this evening.
Yeah, he could have played for the pink there, but it was a little bit tricky and a bit too precise to play for the pink. So he went down for one of the baulk colours, knowing full well he can come back down to the reds from those colours. He hasn't played it so well. He is on a couple of reds, but there's pressure attached to them.
12.
Plenty of pressure attached to this red. He's very good with the rest normally. Right in the middle, no danger.
13.
And still not ideally on a colour. He's battling.
Provisionally as regards the end of season rankings. Lyons is down at 81, but he's got a guaranteed further season on the tour after this one, so the pressure is off to that extent. And he's definitely making inroads as a pro now, has proved
21.
in making the semi-finals of the British Open.
Yeah, but he lost the cue ball there. That was an easy positional shot on the black. He'll be disappointed with that. The pink is missable. Should get it, but it's missable.
He's never quite been in prime position at this visit, has he? And sometimes things escalate when you're not quite where you want to be. This is a tester for sure. Well played.
Yeah, very well played. Little cannon to stay on the red.
27.
Now, he's done the hard work.
$35. 36.
Oh, he's under-hit that one by a long way.
43.
He's going to have to go down for one of the baulk colours.
$44.
Yeah, he was never comfortable with the shot, was he?
Lyons 44.
And he's got position on the next red. He stood up a couple of times. Wasn't comfortable. But it was the shot previous when he didn't finish nicely on the red. Had to go down for one of the small colours.
One.
Disappointing for Ollie because he looked to have done the hard work. That pink seemed to have got him back in good shape, but it breaks down on 44 with the miss yellow.
Yeah, he tried to miss that red. Slide past it, take the red to the left corner.
7.
But by catching it, he's left himself a very tricky red. If he takes the one down the cushion, or if he takes the other one to the left corner, they're both difficult. Very difficult. These pockets are not playing big by any means, and that would have gone in on most occasions. So another chance for Oliver Lyons, leading by 41 points.
1.
Well, that's not the best positional shot. Might just be able to play onto those 2 reds. Oh, he couldn't have played that any better. That's a great recovery shot and should win him this 3rd frame.
8.
Yeah, a red and a colour of decent value, and he'll be on the board. And it'll be a relief, having missed the yellow. There was a chance there for Robertson to counter.
9.
So he'll feel a lot better now. 2 snookers needed. So he could do with this red going in. Played very well with him.
Well, this frame is well and truly over, and Lyons will feel a whole lot better now. He was struggling to get involved, really, in the first 2 frames.
24.
His opponent, vastly more experienced, of course, of the big occasion, the Table 1 atmosphere.
And frame.
But Lyons has got himself back in the picture by winning frame 3 to half the deficit. Neil Robertson's lead shaved to 2 frames to 1. So we'll have a look back at frame 3, a vital one for Ollie Lyons. Realistically, he had to win it, and eventually he did. And this is where things started to go wrong for Robertson, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, how's the red gone through all those other reds? And look where it's landed. Straight red to the corner. He potted some very good balls with the rest, Oliver Lyons. He never really got in good position. Tight positional play. Had to play a good recovery here on the pink. And which he did. He got a good cannon to the blue. But missing the yellow, it just offered a chance to Neil Robertson. But he soon ran out of ideal position, and he had to take this red on down the cushion and left it on the lip. And that cost him the frame. This was a lovely little cannon to the red.
Now over on table 2, Lei Pei Fan playing in his first round of 16 in a ranking event. 2-0 behind at one stage to Elliot Slesser. He too has got himself back in contention by taking the 3rd, and he's in early in the 4th. A match you can watch on Discovery Plus and Max. That section of the draw featuring Louis Heathcote, who of course beat Mark Selby, Tian Pengfei, Lei and Elliot Slesser, all players eyeing a possible 1st ranking title, so a big opportunity. But that is a very disappointing error from Lei and a chance for Slesser to punish. Very capable player, Slesser. Sometimes feels as though he saves his best for the very best. He tends to raise his game. Of course, he's got a couple of convincing wins over Ronnie O'Sullivan on his CV. And he has made multiple ranking semi-finals. Could this be his week for the big breakthrough? In charge at the moment, on table 2.
Thank you. Frame 4. Oliver Lyons to break.
Helped by a break of 44. Oliver Lyons has closed to 2-1 behind against Neil Robertson. Coming up after this match, another heavyweight encounter today between Judd Trump and Barry Hawkins. Trump, of course, going for a 5th Northern Ireland Open title this year. Earlier we had that absolute cracker between Sean Murphy and Stuart Bingham. Murphy winning on the final black, having been 3-1 behind and 60 behind in the decider.
Good attacking shot. And nice to see him going for those kind of shots.
That's very much his approach, Ollie Lyons. He's a very positive player. He takes his shots on, and he was getting a lot of those against Mark Allen. Less so this evening so far. But this is no gimme.
Yeah, he's left the red near the pocket, but the cue ball close to the cushion. And if it's straight, there's nowhere to go. Just depends what kind of an angle he's got, and he's straight. Can't do anything with the cue ball.
Oliver Lyons 1.
Pretty tough match snooker at the moment between this pair. Frame 3 was 27.5 minutes long, but Ollie Lyons won't care about the length. It was vital for him to win it, feel part of the match. Robertson isn't playing at his best at the moment. He'd already beaten Wang Yushen by now, last evening.
Looking at playing the red next to the black to try and develop the black. Just made sure that the black's not going to the pocket. But that's brought the black into play. And not a bad little kiss there on the yellow, if he's covered the reds. Oh, wonderful pot. Out of. And he can play a good safety now, because he was in a bit of bother. A terrific pot.
Yellow ball. Oliver lines 1.
Excellent pace on the cue ball there. And again, put Oliver Lyons in a bit of bother. Yeah, important to get that cue ball close to the cushion. Try and force your opponent into catching the red, thick or thin. I've seen the importance of that this week, getting the cue ball tight. It's not tight on this occasion. Good reply.
Elliot Slessor's back in charge on table 2. He now leads Lei Pei Fan 3-1. Lei won the third frame and was in early in the fourth, but missed a red, and he's paid the price. The winner of that to play the winner of the Louis Heathcote Tian Peng Fei match. Later on table 2.
Well, missed it on the way down, caught the wrong one on the way back, and it's given Oliver Lyons a chance. He would have preferred to have missed that second red. Oliver Lyons winning the safety battles at the moment.
gradually working his way back into contention in this match. Robertson started very well. He was hogging the table, 76 and then 65 in the second, but he's lost his way a little bit.
Oh, he's lost the cue ball. He'll be disappointed with that one again.
7.
Just got either a little bit too much stun on the cue ball. You can see this red.
8.
And nicely on the yellow. So back in control. Again came close to missing the pot there.
10.
Yeah, he was close to missing, wasn't he? You could almost feel that he was on the verge of missing one. So, an unexpected reprieve. Neil Robertson, I'm sure he felt he was going to be a lot more behind than what he is.
1.
And he'll be looking to re-establish a bit of fluency as Lyons reflects on the bad miss. He knows it. Just when he was threatening to get himself in a position to level this match.
Well, that wasn't the best positional shot. Again, he nearly missed the black there. And that's why he's not ideal on this next red. It's turned a little nervous, this match.
Nine.
The pink more difficult than it should have been. That's a good recovery and a good kiss as well.
$15. 16. 23.
And this is really where he excels, Neil Robertson. Normally scores well when he's in amongst the balls and does it quickly. Normally.
24. 30.
Seeking an 82nd ranking quarter-final appearance this evening.
31.
Now, I could do without playing for the red behind the black. Should be able to get to the two reds by the pink.
$38. 39.
And these are the kind of visits that really hurt your opponent. When he was in amongst them and misses an easy one, you've got to keep him sat in his chair thinking about the red that he missed. And this is the red that he missed.
Yeah, that will really sting because it was a good chance.
Well, really, it should have been 2 each, shouldn't it? The balls are there. Might still be 2 each, but it's down to Neil Robertson now.
45.
33 points the lead. Starting to get a little bit more difficult after this red.
46.
Choice of reds to play for now. Could play on all 3 of these reds down this end of the table. He's hoping it gets back to the table. These pockets, they're not playing big, you know.
53.
They've got to be in these type of shots. Yep. It was never in.
Robertson, 53.
Not on this table. And what a chance this is now for Oliver Lyons. 41 points behind.
One.
He's going to need the rest for that red down the cushion.
Surprise. But Robertson couldn't convert that red.
And to be fair, that's not the best position to be on this red. Needed to be closer to it. Just see now how tight the pockets are. They've got to be in. So, Neil Robertson with another chance. It was a difficult shot, that, and he had to get the cue ball away from the cushion. No danger that time. No mistake. Still needs another red, though, to leave Lyons needing a snooker. May have to take the more difficult pink. And that's missable. Big screw shot then. He's played it well. He's left-hander.
8.
So this is the key ball. Lyons would need 2 snookers.
No, sir.
And Robertson,
He's
8.
struggling on match, but on frame balls. He didn't want the kiss there, did he? "41 points the difference, so a snooker would be beneficial. Oh, the red going in. Terrific shot. How does he pop that and miss the missed?
been a display really from Robertson, but Ollie Lyons has not been able to take the chances he's had. A couple of misses from the English Open champion that you wouldn't expect, but now they appear to be irrelevant.
2 snookers required. Pushing the brown safe, and snooker is his opponent. And he's had enough.
Ollie Lyons had a chance, missed a relatively straightforward red to the left corner, and Neil Robertson, with a couple of visits, has made it 3-1. And the frustration for Ollie Lyons, Joe, is that he has had chances tonight to be a lot closer than 3-1.
Yeah, and that was a golden chance, wasn't it? Neil Robertson opening the pack of reds there, leaving a thin pink to the middle. He took a long time to take this shot, but after he did, he potted a good pink and got a good kiss. This red is all he needed, really. He was nicely on the black. It manages to stay out. And the tough down the cushions, they've got to be in. But this red that Neil Robertson took on here was a very good shot, but so surprised to see him miss frame ball there. Normally very good at that type of shot, but he just needs the red. But look at this for a shot. That was to win the frame.
So Neil Robertson in a strong position now, leading as he is by 3 frames to 1 on table 2. It's a long road back for Lepe Fanu. Had a chance in that 4th frame, missed a red to the right corner. Early stages of the 5th. Elliot Slesser, though, 2 up with 3 to play. Louis Heathcote, who knocked out Mark Selby, of course, or Tianpeng Fei will play the winner. They're in action later, of course. Slesser, who made the last 8 of this tournament in 2017, its 2nd staging. And its first here in Belfast. A long way to go, though, in that 5th frame. Advantage Slesser at the moment. Ollie Lyons pondering what might have been. He's had some chances that he hasn't been able to take. Neil Robertson has been okay without being outstanding. He missed a couple of balls in the previous frame. It didn't hurt him, and he's 3-1 up. And of course, following this, it'll be a match that promises much. Judd Trump, as we see Lyons missing that red that he really shouldn't have done, up against Barry Hawkins. Trump, the 4 times champion. Hawkins, the runner-up in the inaugural version at the Titanic Centre back in 2016 to Mark King. That's coming up after this one. It is a great venue, and Neil Robertson has been among the many players who have talked about what a fantastic atmosphere this place generates, particularly when you reach the sharp end of and you can see Holly still stewing there in his juice, shaking his head. He knows that this should be 2 each, really. He's had the chances to be level with Robertson. Now he's got to win 3 in a row. A tall order, not beyond him, obviously, but very difficult from here.
Game 5, Neil Robertson to break.
Neil Robertson, 1 frame away from yet another ranking quarter-final in a tournament that would complete the set of home nations titles for him. It would be another first in his career, first to make 100 centuries in a single campaign. tournament that has been won, of course, exclusively by lefties.
Normally a trademark Neil Robertson shot.
One.
Good pot. Now he's in first. Got a good angle on the green. Come down for the two reds to the left of the pink.
Four. Five. Twelve. 13.
Not quite far enough, so he may have to go into them. Could work to his favour, the shot. Got to miss the red, the loose red. Try and catch the pack, half ball. Caught it a little bit too full for my liking.
20.
Now, it just depends what kind of an angle he's got on this red. If he can play the thin cannon to the black. The referee keeping a close eye. Yeah, good shot. Stung past. And that was a little...
21.
Mustn't miss anything easy. And he didn't want that kiss. He wanted to slide past that red for the two reds to the right corner. So now he's got to play a little recovery shot. No side on the cue ball to avoid that red. And that is a let-off, I'm afraid, for Neil Robertson. He should have scored a lot more there. Still fancied him for that red. But you're playing that shot with disappointment because you know you should have been on easier reds. So when you're taking the shot, you're thinking, should have been better, should have been easier. Every chance of getting a good safety here. He's a little unfortunate there, Neil Robertson, catching the middle pocket knuckle.
Cue ball's travelling a bit.
Yeah, and this is another chance. Just got the pace that shot.
Only 2 out of 5 tonight from distance for Robertson.
That's the important one, though. Nicely on the blue. And Oliver Lyons could have taken his last shot in this tournament. There was no mistake in that long pot, was there? Yeah, and that was a good shot. And now he's sat there and he's just hoping to get back to the table. And where the Reds are positioned, I think it's unlikely.
7.
It hasn't been vintage Robertson this evening, but he's undoubtedly been the stronger of the two. He scored much the heavier. Just been able to take more of his chances. Yes, there have been the odd errors, but for Ollie Lyons, he hasn't really done himself justice tonight. He against Mark Allen. It was a bit of a scrap at times, but he potted very well. Today, those pots haven't quite been finding their mark, and when he has had chances, he's not been able to score enough from them. Just the one break of note, the 44, that helped him win the third frame. Not over yet, but out of his hand.
$14.
Pot success at 90% for Neil Robertson.
21.
Only down at 80.
Yeah, and he knows. And that was never going to get it done against the English Open champion.
28.
7 points all square, but look at the Reds.
29.
Week once again for Lyons. He's put together 4 good wins, having had his qualifiers held over. Ricky Walden, Wu Yiza, that was a terrific performance. And then, of
36.
course, Mark Allen, the 2 times champion and home favourite.
37.
Yeah, but what hurts is that he's had chances and he knows it. Will he get another
44.
chance?
$45.
Another important victory for Robertson looming as he looks to cement his place as a seed for the UK Championship. He is currently in the 16th and final spot in that regard.
$51.
And he's won that tournament 3 times already, but of course his main
52.
goal here in Belfast is to win this title and make history in the process by winning all 4 of the home nations. And as he said ahead of this match, the deeper he goes, the more dangerous he becomes.
Just checking the scoreboard, and he's going to need 2 of these 3 reds to leave his opponent leading snookers.
$60. $65.
Match ball for Robertson.
66.
It never looked in doubt, really, given the state of the table when he came after the error from Lyons, playing safe. And the bad news for Robertson's future opponents is you feel there's plenty of room for improvement. Ollie Lyons has had another positive week. He'll be disappointed with the way he's played tonight. But it's all
74.
part of the journey for him. First semi-final this season in a ranking event. And a quartet of fine wins this week, including
80.
against the 2 times champion Mark Allen. But it ends here. Robertson marches on.
82.
And it would be fitting if he finished with a century.
85.
Yeah, he's knocked in some good breaks, hasn't he, Neil Robertson? 76 in the first, 65 in the second, 53 in the last one, and looking like a century.
89. $94.
And he's great to watch, isn't he, when he's in full flow. This pink for the century.
His 16th of the season. The 955th of his glittering career. Neil Robertson finishes with a flourish. He's through to an 82nd ranking quarter-final. Ollie Lyons really at the races tonight, but Robertson...
$23. They pay fun. 23. One. From the match. Sorry, that's nothing. All right.